EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started.
And we are underway from Ford Field.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Goff going to look to throw right away. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to the air. Goff on second down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Goff. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
On 1st down, Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Throwing again is Goff. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now Goff looking to change the play. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
In motion right, Olave.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Kamara try the right side.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Coming left is Kamara. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 23.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
It gets this complete to Shaheed.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Thomas goes in motion left.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. The point after, good by Groupie.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gone.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards, the final tally.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Olave holds it in. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. Still on his feet. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also
also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Jet sweep, here's Olave. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and goal from the 1. Running here is Taysom Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
75 yards.
And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Carr now on first down.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Thomas, the man in motion left. From midfield, here's Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Arlene McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here's second down.
Carr going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Now Carr. That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have them run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw it out.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Goff going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Carr.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Goff.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throwing his Carr. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Carr to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
Now 1st and goal. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Carr.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
Here's Groupie for the PAT.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here's 1st and 10.
To throw his car. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.